Hello guys, welcome to the stream. We are going to be doing a relatively short flight, it's just about 40 minutes or so. We are going to do leg number 2 of the Discover North America tour, and that'll take us from John F. Kennedy over to Boston. Currently we've got our Sim Toolkit Pro open, we've got the FS Airlines client open, and the IVAO client. Now Jordan, the CEO of Threshold Airs, asked me to just go through the process of how to connect to the FS Airlines client and the IVAO client in itself as well. So I'm just going to assume that you guys have installed these clients. If you haven't, and you would like to know how to do so, be on the lookout for a future video on how to connect after installing. I'll do a little bit of an installation guide as well. Yes, for now, we're just going to show you how simple it is to connect. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to click fly here on my FS Airlines client. Before we forget, okay, so right now we are still cold and dark. We haven't done anything yet to the aircraft. We've connected just the FS Airlines client, and we've also got the IVAO client open. Now we have filed our flight plan from Sim Toolkit Pro onto IVAO. So what we need to do next is we just need to go ahead and make sure we connect to the network with the call sign that we filed with, which is threshold 115, and we should be able to connect. And there we go. We know that we've successfully connected, and it has accepted our flight plan. There's our departure and our destination. Okay, let's go have a look just to see if we've got any ATC in the area. For now, doesn't look like it. Okay, and we can confirm this with the help of Sim Toolkit Pro as well. We can just go down here, whereby, and we are, where are we? We're somewhere down here. New York, that's where we are at the moment, and there's no traffic or ATC around this area. Okay, we've also just populated on the map, that's where we parked, and we're going to be heading over to Boston. Okay, so like I said, relatively short flight, and there's our OFP. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'll close my, well, I'll just minimize it. I'll take the overlay off here for you guys. We'll hide the IVAO and the FS Airlines. We'll bring that up in a second once we're ready to go. And let's get this plane set up. We have already pre-planned our pushback. GPU is connected, so we'll go ahead and just get some power to the aircraft. Batteries can come on. Ground power is available. We'll go position light to steady. And what I like to do is I like to turn on the avionics, or the IRSs. And the hydraulics can come on as well. Okay. Next, let's go here and get our aircraft loaded. We'll start the service crew on the ground. Payload, we've got 19.6, and our fuel today, let's have a look here. Sim Toolkit Pro, block fuel of 5917. 5917. Okay, we'll call the fuel truck. And there he is. He's doing his thing. Awesome. Okay. Next step. Yeah, I want to get the ATIS KJFK. So we've got 2972 on the altimeter. So what I like to do then is 2972. We'll set the altimeter. 2972, and we are going up to flight level 25,000 feet 250, and our landing elevation at Boston 50. That's fine. Okay. We'll go back down here. We are at KJFK, and we are at gate 26. We have a route filed, KBOS, and our flight number is Discover North America 0002. Activate, execute, runway for departures, runway 22 right. Just make sure we have this selected. Yes. And we won't be flying a departure, we'll just go direct. But we will fly an arrival. Such a short flight. We're expecting runway 27. So we will shoot the LS. And that is the Roebuck 3 merit transition. And we'll execute that. Go to our legs page. So first waypoint direct merit, then onto the arrival, which is Ruize Olen or Aulen, however to pronounce that. Banki, Roebuck, and then next should be Provi, Judy, Logan, International. Okay. Let's see, Judy. That's the full arrival. Okay. Awesome. While I'm on this page, I want to go ahead and go route data. Our wind at top of cruise merit will be top of climb 235 at 0901. Just execute that. Go legs. And then for the time being, I want to step through the program. So we'll go plan mode here, and what I like to do is just get up a little bit closer. Okay, that's looking good. Just want to step through it one more time. Okay, so 17,000 or above, 16,000 or above, 12,000 is the minimum in the next waypoint here, the Roebuck, 11,000 or above. Cradle 8,000, okay. So what I want to do here is I want to go 7,000. And then at cradle, I want to be at 8,000. We'll just keep ourselves to the minimums. And also, I want to be a little slower down at clip. We'll go to 40 on the speed. Execute that. Okay. Back to map mode. Thanks. Alright, let's see. I want to go ahead and start my timer as well on. Let's see. I'll open up the IVAO here for you guys so you can see. Online time 9 minutes, so we've already surpassed that 6-minute timer that we need to be at before we start doing anything like taking off. We've got our fuel on board, so at this point in time I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the passengers on board. Start the flight leg. Emergency exit lights can now be armed. And let's go to our hide these. Okay, reserves today. Let's see. Go up here. Reserves 3.. We'll call 3.2 tons. Quite a lot of reserves. We don't actually need that much. Cost index 36. Our cruise altitude 250. Winds 236 at 0.85. Our deviation is -12. Execute N1, take off 5-degree flaps. Our CG 5.75 on the trim and 150 in the box. So 150 over here. And 5.75 on the trim. It's about there. Legs. At this point in time, we'll go ahead and turn on flight directors. I don't know why that's not engaging. Did we miss something here?
Welcome aboard. As you find your seat, please stow your larger carry-on luggage in the overhead bin.
It's probably because we don't have a set programmed. Okay. Initial climb, I'll climb us out to 6,000. Okay, fuel pumps can come on. And we'll start the APU.
As a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Okay, APU is available. We'll jump on over to the APU. get the bleed on, and at this point in time I'm going to go ahead and turn on the anti-collisions. That'll get rid of the gate. We'll disconnect the GPU and
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
get that tug driving to us.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, runway heading is 224.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, before I release the parking brake, I am gonna go ahead and open up my FS Airlines, and I am going to start my flight. There's our zero fuel weight 62732 and our simulator fuel weight 62740. So we're just about on the money. We'll go ahead and click fly, and there we go. So we can hide this now, minimize that, and we are ready to push back. So let's open up IVAO here, and we'll let the guys know that we are pushing back.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, we're basically behind the line. We'll go ahead and start engine number 2 first. There's oil pressure, 20% N2. We'll add some fuel. Okay, we've got a good start engine 2, so we'll go ahead and start engine 1. We basically already made our turn in that push. There's 25% N2. Add the fuel.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
We'll set the parking brakes.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, so we can now go ahead and jump onto the generators. We'll turn off the APU. Packs can come on. Pressurization valve to auto or isolation valve, and then APU bleed off. Pro beads can come on. Some lights here. Swap this over to Gen 1. And taxi lights can come on. Starter switches to continuous. Okay, there goes our tug driver. So we are basically ready to get going. Before we do, we'll go laps 5. And then let's see here. To right is going to be off to the left here, so we'll enter via Alpha. We'll make a left turn here, or Delta rather. Delta, and then down Bravo, down Echo. So it's Delta, second right onto Bravo, and then the first, second, the third left onto Echo. Okay, so let's let the guys know we are taxiing. Taxi to runway. We'll let them know we're going via Delta, Bravo, Echo. And send. Okay, I'd like to put this down here. And let's get going. Release the parking brakes. Flight config, no warnings. Right onto Bravo. Okay, so the next taxiway should be Echo. There's Zulu Alpha. This is Echo. Gonna cross this runway, turn on our
Approaching 3-1 right.
steadies. Logos can come on as well, we'll keep them on. Crossing the runway here, no traffic. Let the cabin crew know they need to get ready. Yeah, this we can close.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a left turn. We flying off. We'll do a right turn. We'll do a right turn out and then onto Merit. Okay, we'll turn on our landing lights and we'll let the guys know we are lining up. Turn our transponder to TARA and we're good to go. Okay, auto throttle can now be armed. Got nobody on
Approaching
finals.
2-2 right.
Weather radar, terrain radar.
On runway 2-2 right.
Okay, we've got some traffic. So we'll get ourselves going here. 40% N1. Hit that toga. Keep forward pressure on the yoke. Steer her and keep her on the center line.
80 knots.
There's 80. We'll gently release some pressure on the yoke.
E1, rotate.
There's our rotate speed.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Okay. At this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the flaps. Go flaps up. Do heading select. Why is my autopilot not engaging? Probably need to trim it out a little bit. There we go. Let the guys know that we are airborne. And at this point in time, I'm gonna just make that right-hand turn and try and line us up to intercept that first waypoint, which is Merit. We'll go over to VNav. Lock the gear in place.
That's gonna go.
Okay, we'll say direct, and we're gonna go direct Merit. So before I transmit that, I'm just gonna double connect this, and we'll go LNAV. Not on intercept heading, so we'll get ourselves on the intercept heading here. And seeing as there's no ADC online, I'm also going to just initiate that climb to 25,000 feet. It's a relatively short flight. There we go. Onto LNAV. And away we go. Turn off the taxi lights. Keep the landing lights on for now. We're still below 10,000 feet. Forgot to set my timer as well. There's 10,000, so we'll turn off the landing lights. We're gonna be flying through some clouds. We'll turn on the anti-ice. Okay, now this is a really short flight, so what we need to do is we need to get ourselves set up here before we get caught off guard. We'll program our descent forecast. We'll do flight level 200, 150, and 100. Wind speeds, top of descent 241 at 071. 250 at 047, and 251 at 041. Execute our QNH. We've got 2962 and -11. So -11 and 29.62. Execute that. Close this. Set the altimeter. Once we cross 18,000 feet to standard, and just before our top of descent, we'll add 2962. For our init ref, we'll do 151 LS frequency there. 111.3. 111.30. 111.30. Yes, we've got the LS frequencies in standby. That heading, course heading, is 272. At 272. And then let's go around here. We'll close this for now. And let's go and find KBOS. Arrival, we are doing the Roebuck 3 RNAV arrival for runway 27. And the approach we're flying is the LS. Coming up on 18,000 feet pretty soon. Okay, 2962 was that? 2962, yes, 2962. So we'll go here. 2962. What is happening over here? What is happening over here? Okay. From Judy on track 075 to Cran, then on track 075 to Cradle. Okay, expect radar vectors on final approach. Okay, we're not going to be getting any vectors, we'll just vector ourselves in. Decision altitude 460. Okay. We're pretty much set up. We'll do auto brake level 3. Synchronize our heading. What's our next heading? Next heading is 905. So we'll go to 905. And you know what, it is such a short flight, we might as well keep the passengers seated. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy this flight today with us. I'd like to welcome you on board Threshold Air, first and foremost. Just passing on 22,000 feet now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start arrival. Okay, top of descent. We'll be inbound from... Looks like we'll be inbound from the west. So inbound from the west. We're going to go direct... Well, you know what? Never mind. Let's go arrival. We are flying an arrival. Come on, why is it not giving you the arrival here? Sometimes does that, so we'll just go arrival and we'll put it in manually. It is the Roebuck 3. Roebuck 3. Arrival. And it's the ILS for runway 27. What is the transition that we're flying? Departure.
Thousand ago.
What? Oh. What is happening with my... That's so interesting. You guys seeing this? Legs. I cannot change my legs page. Whoa. What's happening? That's interesting. That transition was... I can't look now because my FMC seems to be broken. Gonna have to have a look here. AB 6,000 is mandatory, so we'll go down to 6,000. Boston is 112.7. 112.7. Okay, so we're gonna say that we're at our top of descent. Go here, descend, and now I can't do this, so I'm gonna have to manually go. What is happening? Interesting. know, I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on whether or not my Zibo decides to do something crazy. Why are we not descending? Should have descended. Let's go ahead and do a level change. Oh. Guys, my airplane is broken. What is going on here? Okay, my number one FMC is not working. Okay. I'm gonna slow myself down manually here and see if we can manage. We are in all kinds of trouble right now. I can't change anything on my FMC. Nothing. What is happening? What is happening, guys? Just as well we didn't we input all of the information that we needed initially, because right now we've got a clear malfunction on our FMCs. 2 is not even working. This is going to be a disaster. Guys, my Zibo is broken. 0.9, not 11, 0.9. It's completely broken. My FMCs, both FMCs stopped functioning. I've got my LS selected, no VOR frequency tuned in, but it's still depicting my radial course of that particular VOR. It's broken. Yeah, I've got a malfunction on both, guys. Seriously, both my FMCs not functioning at all. No click spots. Great. I'm busy. Thankfully, I got all of it set up just in time. And I'm streaming this as well. I'm gonna show them. Look at this. Judy, then Cram. Yes, sir.
That's gonna go.
Okay, so we need to be at 11,000. And our speed can now come down to 250 as well. So once we cross, yeah, still not functioning. Once we cross Judy, over to Can, we'll go to 11. Next one is 8,000. We're going all the way to Okdu. Okdu, then Loner. Loner, we need to be at 3,000. Level change. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the music. We need to focus here a bit. We've got stuff to do manually right now. So 8,000. Say again. It's still working, but I'm not trusting anything at the moment, dude. It wasn't descending, wasn't keeping to the speeds, so I'm just flying it manually right now, managing the speeds. So below 10 and 8,000 at cradle. Then we've got Yep. Look at this, George. Look at this. Nothing. Not a single button, not a single click spot on both. Completely broken. Yeah, none of them functioning, working. So Clever 063. Nothing, not even here. Nothing. Zero. Oh, the connection has been successful. Okay, that's cool. Yes, MCP still works. I turned off that symlink. That's what causes it. I'm fine. Am I still live, George? Okay, it says here I can't connect because it's got the same call sign in use, so just not worry about that right now. Hello, Jordan. Yep. Yep, completely busted. I'm just flying into Boston.
$1,000 to go. 1,000 to go.
You see here, it's still showing this little dotted radial onto the Boston VOR, which it shouldn't. Like, I've even disconnected it over here. Okay, well, it seems to be capturing the localizer, is it? Yes, there we go, there's the turn. Alright, not too shabby. Bye-bye. What's happening here? Glide slope is not capturing and I'm off track here. Something is completely buggered up. Like, completely. Dude, I can't do nothing about it. I can do nothing about it. My FMC is completely broken. That's what we've been saying. But I've got runway visual. Yeah, yeah. It's off. Nothing works.
To go.
Nothing. I had it in approach mode, nothing. Well, I think I've got the runway in sight, so... I'm not heading east, Jordan. You're smoking something. I'm flying west right now. And the runway straight up ahead is going west. To 7. Well, I'm just gonna... Yes, sir. I've got auto brakes set to 3,
1,000 feet, stabilize, Mr. Birchow.
which should be enough. It's completely disconnected.
Approaching 27.
Approaching minimums. 500. Minimums. 400.
Long landing, 5,000 feet remaining, 4,000 remaining. Approaching 04 right.
Yes, sir. That whole approach had to be flied manually. The descent profile, the turns, everything. Luckily I had all of the charge loaded up. Jeez. Well, welcome to Boston Logan International, ladies and gentlemen.
Approaching 04 left.
Okay, so I guess now we just need to go and find ourselves a spot here between all of these planes. But what an eventful way to this one here. Nah, I'm not gonna make that one, George, sorry. You wanted me to park down there on this one. Right. Parking brake is on. Yeah, look at this, guys. This is the livery that George is talking about. Beautiful livery that George created for us. Okay, but we are going to go ahead and release our passengers. Seatbelt signs can come off. And wing lights off. Line 1, gate B24. Okay, so before I forget, let me go to my FS Airlines client. And we are going to end this flight. And I'm also gonna stop this, reset this timer, give ourselves 6 minutes before we log off IVAO. Oh yes, George, you're right. Would I be able to log this flight for the North American tour even though I wasn't connected the whole time? Ah, that sucks. Then I'm probably not going to be able. Yeah, I'll probably just do it for the sake of my own sanity. I don't care if I get a badge or not. But I get too many disconnect problems with IVAO for me to complete that tour without any issues. Yeah, it's not just about the location. I mean, George also had the disconnect failures earlier. And not being able to connect because he's got the call sign is in use. Okay, so if it's client, we'll go next. Oh boy, I never selected my packages for the flight. Oh gosh. Or maybe I did. I'm not sure. Look at that. Nothing. So weird. The oh, I did. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Okay, I thought I forgot. Look at that, George. I know this doesn't mean anything to George, but look at that. Approach rating, excellent. Landing rating, great. All manual from top of descent, no automatic descents. Everything had to be manually done for that thing. I'm satisfied. Should probably do it more often. Practice. Oh, well, did you see where 11 knot headwind, and I'm having to manually adjust my throttle, keeping myself as best as I can on a profile decent to land. So rather keep floating, get her down, then slam her down. What? Okay, so 63. Well, we are off the IVAO network, so I'm gonna go and do a replay and check that landing myself.
2,500. 1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilize, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
2,500.
1,000 feet, stabilize, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. George, what other view do you usually have? What is it? Shift F5 or something? Well, this is Shift F2. Okay, so I need to hit it as soon as it goes past me. no, it stays there. Okay guys, well, I'm gonna call that enough for the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you again next time. Remember to leave a like on the video, make a comment down below,